Yo, T Neal in the building. What's happening? Core DJs, Core DJ Radio, Shade45, and live from Miami, live from Collins Avenue, I should say. And this is special. This is special. I've been waiting for this moment myself to interview my brother. Nah, it's like when you interview family, it's different.
Nah, facts.
It's different.
Facts.
I want to introduce everybody to my brother. Are you Christopher now? Or are you still BG?
I'm OG BG. Man.
Okay, I know you be grown,
Yeah. I'm OG BG, man.
Yeah. So everybody, what's up? Introduce you to BG in the building. Y'all make some noise for BG. Cool. So what's happening, family? What's up?
Oh man, I can't call it, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm back outside, man. I'm working, man, and I'm just.
You down here in your second city?
Nah, big facts, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I love it in the yayo, man. You heard me?
Let me ask you something. I'm gonna ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
What is the comparison? Why do you like? You love New Orleans. Obviously, it's your first
Absolutely.
What do you love about Miami compared to home?
Oh man, the weather.
Weather.
It's the weather. It's the vibe. Like just the energy. The water. You know what I mean?
It's inspirational,
the views.
Right?
Like yeah,
it's very inspirational. Because when I got down here, that's how I felt, man. When I left the crib, I left Milwaukee, man, and it was just like every time you woke up here, you was inspired to do something.
Nah, facts.
Every time.
Facts.
I mean, you wake up at the crib, you know when you look outside, you got to get it.
Absolutely.
It don't matter about who the president is or nothing down here. You got to get it. Their politics don't matter down here.
For real,
so what's happening with you? What you been working on? I know you've been working. The album is out.
The album is out, man. Freedom of speech. You know what I mean? Like, it's doing real well, man. Like, it's been accepted. You know what I'm saying? Really, really well, man. And I'm just thankful for that, man. That the fans was able to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even though I had to tone it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? I still worked my way around it and gave up that beat.
Is that still? I know when you had to go to court, and you kind of went through some of the stuff. Shout out to Luke. He went out to some of the things that Luke went through.
Nah, facts.
When I got down here, that's what I was working for when I was a teenager. I was working for Luke. That's how I ended up in Miami in the first place.
Wow.
So I was right on the tail end of that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you being somebody ostracized like that, are they still monitoring some of the things that you say now?
Absolutely. I mean, I have to turn over whatever lyrics, that's coming out, that I'm going to make available to the public. I got to turn them over to my PO first, and then she turns them over, to the prosecutor and the court so they could put them on the record. You know what I mean? And they don't have to approve them or nothing, but the judge left wiggle room for the prosecutor to listen to him, and if he feel like I'm going too hard, or if he feel like I'm name dropping or talking about active cases or talking about real life situations, then he could file a motion and bring me back in front of her, and then we'll have to fight it out again.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But for the most part, they've been letting me make it, man. You know what I mean? It's I think it's like one song that my PO told me, that they've called her about, like out of all the records that I've put out since the ruling came out and since the court situation, you know what I mean? Like, she said.
But you're an artist though, man. You gonna make it. Hey, you gonna make it shake.
Yeah. Because I be trying to push the envelope just a little bit just to see how far I can go. You know what I mean? But I definitely, been holding back like on a lot of, just. Because I'm used to just telling my story and just, coming from a genuine and real place, like in the music and yeah, man, like in the back of my head when I'm writing and creating songs, I'm always thinking about, damn, what them people gonna think? You know what I mean?
Right. You right.
How they gonna
so
take
how do
this?
they react
Right.
to? Okay, so how do they react to the tour is doing great? The reunion?
Yeah. Nah.
So how do they react to the old stuff being done?
So yeah, that was one of the main issues, that I was fighting, when I was in court, being able to perform lyrics, and album songs that was out you know, prior to me getting in all this trouble. So, you know, she ended up, you know, siding with me and ruling with me and, you know, saying that was a you know, pretty much a violation, you know, of my freedom of speech. So I still could, you know, perform my catalog and do all my songs and things of that nature. But it's just while I'm on supervised release, you know, I gotta be mindful of just what I say and how I say it. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't really want me, you know, talking about snitches and killing snitches and, you know what I mean? Like, they wanted me to tone the violence down. Yeah.
You want you to be BG. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be BG.
What the fans grew to love over the years, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, like, I was, you know, trying to explain to them, you know, it's only entertainment, man. Like, I ain't the first one to rap about it. I ain't gonna be the last, you know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is, man. But, you know, they gave me the freedom, you know, to do my music, man, and enter back into my career. So I'm happy about that.
We're on a national scale. We're right here on Shade45. This is your first time ever doing the Core DJ radio show all this time. We had the show for 20 years. But this is my first time, like, when I started doing this down here in Miami, doing interviews and all that stuff. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to J1. Shout out to everybody up top that allowed me to come and do the hip-hop part down here in Miami. Why go to Miami? Go out to New York where you can do it right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Explain to everybody in short form, how did you go from that situation? What happened and led you to being arrested and all of that stuff? Just a short form. It don't have to be a long story.
I basically, you know, was pulled over, me and two of my homeboys, and, you know, it was 3 weapons in the car. One of them on the scene, you know, took responsibility, you know, for all 3 of the weapons, right there on the scene. And, you know, I was a known figure then, like, and all the police on the scene knew me. So, you know, they was saying to him, like, man, you just don't want to see BG go to jail. You know, all these ain't for you, yada, yada, yada. Right. So they ended up charging him with 2 of the weapons, and they charged me and my other co-defendant with 1 weapon. So, you know, fast forward a little bit. It was a state case originally, and I went to motions to suppress evidence. I beat it in the state, you know what I mean? Like, the judge found no proper cause, and she threw it out. And she said, I got good news for you, I got bad news for you. The good news is I don't find no proper cause. You free to go. The bad news is it's under federal investigation.
Bad news is Louisiana.
Bad news is it's Louisiana. So they let me out for a year, and for a whole year, you know, I ain't even know it though. My phones was tapped. You know, I was under investigation. My homies was under investigation for RICO, and all type of other stuff was going on. So they left me on the streets for a year, and then a year later, man, the feds came and indicted me. You know what I mean? On the obstructing justice and
you took that though.
On the chin, man. Like it definitely was a hard pill to swallow, but, you know, I had to fall on the sword, man. You know what I mean? And I fell on the sword, man. Like, they was trying to give me 25, 30 years, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, they wanted me to tell on, you know, and I come up in an era where, you know, that just ain't what's up, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't have been able to, you know, wake up and look in the mirror at myself, you know, if I would have took another man away from his family just to lessen the consequences on myself, man. Right. So at the end of the day, you know, I knew I was guilty, and I took my lick, and you know, they tried to enhance me, like they did everything they could, to try to break me. You know what I mean?
Ain't like that now.
Yeah, facts, man. Because they was trying to walk me out the back door, though, for real.
These niggas ain't got no manicure. The bitch gonna tell on you. You motherfuckers is different,
man. I'm telling you, man. They was like, man, listen, man, you ain't gotta go through all this, man. All you gotta do is tell us this, that, and this and that, and we'll walk you out the back door right now. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I'm cool. You heard me, book me. You know what I'm saying? And then even when I got booked and was in there, they like, man, listen, man, you ain't got to do all this time, man. You could get 2-3 years, man. All you got to do is solve this for us and do this for us and and whoop 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 and you'll be all right, man. I'm like, man, I'm cool, man.
I'm just gonna take
this. Because
anyway.
for real, I wasn't supposed to get no more than 7 years, man. You know what I'm saying? But when I wouldn't, cooperate with them, then they filed some enhancements on me that took my sentence from 7 years to 14 years. Yep. And I just had to eat it.
And in there writing.
Yeah, I was working. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, man, I was bitter, man. I was bitter. I thought it was over with for me. It's hard to maintain. It's hard to remain relevant in this rap thing for a year, a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I couldn't see this far. I swear I couldn't see this far, bro.
Tracy made sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
facts. I ain't even lying, bro. I swear I thought they closed the curtains on me, man. You heard me? But, man, I mean, for me to come home to the love that I was able to come home to, man, and to still be able to, sell out arenas and sell out clubs and people still want to hear from you, like, it just let me know, man, that the music that I made prior going to jail, man, passed the test of time for real.
You know what? Did you ever think, between all the stuff that you went through, Turk went through, Wayne was going through, that y'all ever gonna be united? The time we said, man, we ain't gonna never get this shit together.
Man, nah, I could. Man, like
I'm talking about all that added together, like
yeah. I mean, like, it was kind of like, damn, because everybody got their own relationships, and people talk to this one and that one and this and that, and we all was talking about it over the years, but like you say, Turk was missing, and then Wayne was went through what he went through, and then I went through what I went through, and then
the label
Baby
was going through,
and Wayne was going through what he was going through, and then it just was a lot of confusion and a lot of different things going on amongst the fellas, man. So but I was the last piece that was missing. You know what I mean? After all that, and then when I finally came home,
you like, I wish these niggas keep it together.
Yeah,
keep that shit together so when I get home, y'all niggas. Oh, wait a minute, y'all.
Because I ain't lying, I was looking at like the Rough Riders and Bad Boy and all the different cliques like that defined the era and that they had real movements doing their reunions and I'm like, damn, I seen a No Limit reunion going on and all this and all that. I'm like, man, we gotta get this reunion done. You heard me? Like, it's about time, man. They ready for it. They want it. So, yeah, man. Like I said in the beginning, I couldn't see that fall. Like I didn't even know if it was gonna happen. But yeah, man, everybody. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. You can say what you want about that dollar sign and that brand, but that Cash Money brand strong, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? And everything that we done did over the years. Everything Slim and Baby. Did just over the years with all the people lives they've changed. Like from me to Juvie to Turk to Fresh to Weezy to Drake to Nicki to Tiger, Mac Main, like Tina Marie, this one, that, like, I mean the catalog.
You ain't even talking about. There's a lot of people that even don't know.
Directly and indirectly.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
That then really, Khaled and you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like. Yeah, Cash Money is really, really, really like embedded, in this thing called this thing of ours, man. This hip hop thing, you know what I mean? Like,
ever.
I'm talking about when you think about Rap a Lot, when you think about No Limit, Suave House, Cash Money, So Def. Death Row, Rockefeller,
now,
like
you got the ones, like you got the Rap a Lot, you got the founders.
Yeah,
the one that laid the
facts. Laid the groundwork. Facts.
That Cash Money though.
Nah, but leave that. Nah, I mean music, like just when it come down to music and all the artists that is broken and made like platinum selling. Like, nah,
I mean,
ain't nobody that
just the lifestyle changes.
Nah, for real.
Staying relevant through all the different decades and just.
I'm talking about from the rebrand, like from the Cash Money Millionaires to, you know, switching
Young
over
Money.
to the YMCMB and, you know, coming back, rebranding with the Rich Gang.
Yeah,
you know,
all of that.
Coming back into, like, I'm talking about, man,
Hey, hold on, not to mention the EDM, the pop side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, none of the labels that founded the hip-hop movements like that did the things and reached out and had the tentacles and stuff that a Cash Money did. You know what I'm saying?
For real. And I think that's one of the, you know, one of the biggest reasons, you know, just outside Tracy and just outside, you know, everybody who was pulling for me and how to free me, that I was able to come back and just reinsert myself. Because at the end of the day, I can't tell my story without telling Wayne's story or without telling Drew. Like, we all joined at the hip, you know what I mean?
Right.
So for them, you know, to remain relevant all those years I was gone, you know what I'm saying, made it easier for me to, you know, come back out here and really just still, you know what I'm saying, have a big shot at it, right?
Hey, let me tell you something, man.
Big level.
With me doing the Core, I mean, you was around for that whole thing. Core DJs started in 05, you know what I'm saying? And having that idea in 03 and 04. Hey, man, like, Tracy?
Yeah, nah, fact.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. And she do it with ease too.
Yeah,
like,
nah, facts.
I don't know anybody as dedicated and loyal. I could count with 3 fingers.
Nah,
not even my family. Like, like
big
Tracy.
Big facts. I'm talking about, you know, I mean, my whole, like, listen, man, when you know, when everybody was thinking I was getting 3 to 5 or whatever, you know, I'm talking about, bro, you'll be, I mean, I had probably about 20 people, you know, in the courtroom at my sentencing, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then, you know, when you know, they heard them numbers, like, and I'm talking about, you know, bam, and the reality kicked in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I look up 2-3 months later, man, and everybody was gone, man.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
so, you know, it be like that, man. You find out who love you for you, man, versus who love you for what you do for them. You know what I'm saying?
And then you came home.
When you in them worst spots.
When you came home, you seen this whole internet shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, that's probably been the biggest thing, man. And I'm still, you know, just figuring it out and finding my way, man. Because, you know, I'm from the old school, man.
That's
you know what I mean? So I don't be...
Man, last time me and you was talking,
like,
what was on, Skytel or Blackberry? Which one was on?
Probably Blackberry or Blackberry and Sidekicks.
I was trying to fight the.
You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to fight the iPhone forever. So
I was
on. So I went from Blackberry to Android. So I don't know where I missed what iPhone 1 or 6 or 5. I don't know which one I missed.
Yeah,
I might have came in on like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
maybe.
Now when I left, I think they was on like 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I come home, they on 15. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, it was crazy. You know what I mean? When I left the streets, bro, you could only. Instagram had just started, man. You could literally, like, it was still all, you know, MySpace was still popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? MySpace,
Facebook
was cracking. You know what I'm saying? Instagram had just come out. You could literally only post a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
Twitter was the move, though, when you...
Twitter, I think,
Twitter was the move.
I think Twitter was the
Twitter
move.
Was the
you know
move,
what I mean? But, man, I come home, you got Facebook Live, Instagram Live, my Snapchat, this, that. Like, it's a million different, you know, platforms and man, trying to just adjust and get, and everybody got their phone in their hands.
But you know what you had to filter too? You know what you had to filter through? The bullshit.
Nah, big facts.
The bullshit.
Big facts.
There's more bullshit online than real shit.
Man,
so
you
have
heard
to
me
filter through that shit to get to the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
And for real though, that's why I'm in and out, man. I dip and dab, man. I don't need much try to get caught up in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's the illusion. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so, you know, people on there living lies you know what I'm saying, telling lies, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, I use it, you know, for what I gotta use it for, man, and to promote, you know, the movement, and because it really, I ain't even gonna lie though, it's a gift and a curse, man, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it made it easier, you know, for artists to connect with their fans, you know, right from they fingertips, right? You know what I'm saying? At one point, you know, the label was 100%, you know, in control of, you know, just marketing and promotion and you know what I mean? Like just really, you know, getting you out there. And now, you know, the I think the internet and you know, all these different, you know, social media outlets is really giving artists, you know, the power to be in control of just, you know, how they sing, you know, how they market themselves, how they promote themselves, like, and it's a beautiful thing, man. But
what's next for BG?
Oh man,
I mean, just line it up. What's next? Because I don't want to be typical. I'm your brother, so I know all the typical questions that everybody asks. Fuck all that. I don't need that. I need to know what's next. For BG.
I mean, well, you know, I'm definitely playing catch up, man. I got a lot of, you know, things I want to get out, you know, things I want to get off my chest. So, you know, like currently I got the Freedom of Speech documentary out there. I got the new album Freedom of Speech out. I'm about to drop the Freedom of Speech deluxe version in like 2-3 weeks. And then me and Mike Will made it, got an album together.
That's crazy.
What's
the deluxe version?
Man, the deluxe version, I'm gonna add like 6-7 records on there. You know what I mean? I got a Lil Wayne. I got a song with me, Lil Wayne, and Busta Rhymes. That's man. That's just, you know what I mean? Like it's different. Like it's super hot. You know what I'm saying? Super dope. Like. I think, yeah, that's gonna be one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? I got a record. I'm waiting on Plies to send back to me that I shot to him. That's gonna be, you know, super dope. I got a few more records on there cause I mean, if it was up to me, I would have put out a double album, man. You know what I mean? But it ain't even, you know, them days a double album.
This one over here probably wasn't. She probably was blocking. You know what I'm saying? Trey was probably blocking that, but man. But that's good though. That's good, man. You got so many records. Shit, you could have put out a fucking 4 or 5 albums.
Man, listen, man. I done did an album with Mike Will made it. You know what I mean? That's done. We probably do like, you know, 2-3 more records, and then we gonna pick the hottest 15 or 14, right? We probably got like 20 records right now in the can. That joint gonna be super hot. Got 2 Chainz on there, Jacquees on there. Man, that joint just gonna be stupid. And then me and Boosie did an album together. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that old Boosie, that old BG. That joint so hard. Me and Birdman got an album together. You know what I'm saying? Then me, Birdman, and Jacquees did an album together. Lost at C3. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we
and they already done.
Yeah, all is done. And then I got like 4 more albums that I got personally, just, you know, the Heart of the Streets 3 or Gangsta the Decade. You know what I mean? Like I'm still trying to, you know, come up with the titles for the other 3. They gonna come to me though. But
right,
yeah, man, I probably got about eight albums. Like like I said, me and Mike, me and Boosie, me and Birdman got an album together called Sugar and Pac.
Yeah.
And then, you know, me, Birdman, and Jacquees, you know, they asked me to be a part of because they got the Lost at C1, the Lost at C2, so they asked me to be a part of the Lost at C3. So we went in the studio and knocked out that Lost at C3. You know what I'm saying? And we probably got about maybe 3 more songs to do to, you know, fully complete that album. You know what I'm saying? Me and Juvie, you know, got an album together because, you know, we on the Hot Boy tour and all that. You know, we got the Carter 6 tour coming up and all that. But, you know, we just gonna let, you know, the Hot Boys album, you know, come together organically, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. Wayne been, you know how Wayne get when he in that zone. Like, he been super, you know, just focused on this Carter 6 and you know, making this, you know, a classic. So when he's zoned in on his solo projects, like he be zoned in, he don't really see nothing else. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you being realistic, you know, the Hot Boy album probably will come together maybe
at the end of the year,
end of 26. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, but we gonna get this money of these Hot Boy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go on this Hot Boy tour run. You know what I'm saying? And run that bag up, and then, you know, but in the mix of all that, man, I got a whole bunch of other stuff I'm working on. You know, when it come down to the movies and, you know, the books and, you know, the real estate stuff I'm doing.
There you go.
And just all type of other stuff, man, where I'm just trying to, man, get it right and keep it right, man. You heard me? Nah,
I'm proud of you.
For real, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate it,
that whole
man.
thing. I'm proud of you.
Nah,
it's love.
Nah,
for
it's
real.
Love. It's love. You know what it is. You heard me? That's
hey, man, so I want to, let me ask you something. Are we going to be able to get one of them from the deluxe?
Yeah.
On this show.
Come on, man. Come on,
pick
man.
one.
Come on. You the come on,
Just
bro.
pick one.
You the big homie, bro. Like you know. Know what I'm saying? Like
premiere, right? Pick one right now.
Damn,
you know I play whatever I want to play.
Oh,
pick one and premiere right now. Which one?
Oh man, which one, Tracy?
Fuck it, two.
Oh,
whatever. What? Tell me,
bro. That's. Hey,
Trey, what we doing? Pick one.
Let me see the. You got the list, right? Let me see it right quick.
Trey, Trey, turn your mic on. Pick one, Trey.
Let me see.
Your mic is on. Which one? Pick one, Trey.
Let me see the list.
What you like, Trey? You pick one. You pick one, and he pick one.
You know what I'm saying?
You pick one, and he pick one. What we gonna put on the radio?
I ain't even gonna lie. Which one? Though. Oh, we got the video done for that one already. That jump that hard too. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm thinking, we got the video done for that one too with me and Juvie. I forgot all about that.
It's up to you.
That long, damn.
I'm giving it to you right now.
Hey, look.
Everybody, y'all hear me out there? Everybody, you hear me?
What? We gon' cause I really want to focus on me, right? You know what I mean?
Okay.
We gonna go with that long time. Yeah, I got a record, you know what I'm saying, called A Long Time, man, produced by my man D-Rock. You know what I'm saying? That joint's so soulful, so hard, so vibed out, man. A Long Time and Lost Lives, man, featuring my brother Juvie, man.
You say Lost Lives? So we're going to do both of them. So we're going to play, since y'all both feel like that, we're going to play Lost Lives. Little bro, I appreciate you. I love you. You know that.
You know that. Come on.
And Trey, I appreciate y'all. Hey, I appreciate you, baby. I'm good seeing you finally again.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, when I'm coming back, bro, like, come on, man.
You come on. I don't do nothing.
Like, you know I'm about to move out here soon. Like, you got to give me the.
We just sitting here like this.
Because, you know, everybody. We need a podcast together or something. Like,
what you talking about?
Like, let's come with the Tony Neal and BG podcast. Like, what's up with that?
Whenever you come down here, you can film.
What's Chopper City Core podcast? What's up with that?
That's crazy.
Nah.
You like that, right?
That got a ring to it. That got a ring to it. So
do me a favor. Introduce your single. We're going to do Lost Lives first, right?
Lost Lives, man. Lost Lives, man. It's Lost Lives off the deluxe version, man, featuring my brother Juvenile, man.
Let's get it.
Right here, right now.
Shade45, family appreciate you, BG.
Yes, sir.